Speed is always a clear target for any moving vehicle. Back in the day, British-French collaboration Concorde planes were rising, producing civilian planes that exceeded the speed of sound. And in 2005, we saw the reveal of the Bugatti Veyron, the 1,000 horsepower supercar, with a maximum speed of 400 kilometers per hour. But I'm going to talk to you about the smallest fast shape you can see, the closest thing to a bullet on the ground. Because we talk in this video about a fast model. The word fast will not be enough to describe it. The Ninja H2 model from the Japanese Kawasaki. Let's agree that the sporty shape of the motorcycle is preferred by many people, including me, of course, because the design pays great attention to aerodynamics, to help it penetrate the air barrier. The driving position itself gives a feeling of speed without even move, other than the small details in the whole look. And the best thing in this world of motorcycles is that you can buy a superbike at the price of a normal economical car. Kawasaki is a Japanese company, and it is very old in the market in the manufacture of motorcycles and jet skis. They have a lot of models for the streets, which are in a category cruisers, and also famous for their dirt bikes. But in this video, we will dive inside of their most distinguished class. They call it Ninja, the racing versions. Their models are many, but let's talk about the most distinguished of them, the H2. We will also see the track version of it, which set a world record for the maximum speed. What is clearly distinguishable in motorcycles is the number of revolutions of the motor. In the most powerful supercars, you will find the rev limit for the engine to a maximum of 9,000 RPM. But in a model like the H2, the RPM can reach 13,000 revolutions per minute, a terrifying number. In order for you to realize the value of the masterpiece that we are talking about, let me describe it to you quickly. It is in the hyperbike category, the most powerful form available as a racing motorcycle. And because it is the strongest, it is also the most expensive. The Ninja H2 model has two versions. The street version, the price of the H2 is $32,000, and the track version is a little rare and its price reaches $60,000. Very expensive for sure, but it is for a model of the strongest superbike so far. Its production started in 2015. Since then, join the Superbikes team. I saw this motorcycle in real life so many times, and I don't know how to say it, but it looks very fast without moving. There is a recipe in the design that I don't know how to express. It will make you feel its speed, even if it is in stationary mode. Let us first talk about the street version of the H2, and let the track version be discussed at the end, starting with the design and the choice of colors. Because the sport bike is known for this, it will have a pleasant, attractive color, because the dark colors are reserved for the cruiser and touring models in order to give a kind of luxury. Here is the H2. The color is black. On their website called Mirror Spark Black, reflective black, it suggests prestige, as if it were actual Ninja vehicles, with a metal frame in the iconic green color of the Kawasaki brand, with star-shaped rims and a giant exhaust system with brutal sound. This sound is the result of a very strong powertrain, a 4-cylinder, 1-liter engine, and this is the capacity found on most superbikes, such as Honda and BMW models. But it's unconventional, and the strongest detail in the whole model is equipped with a supercharger. I think that the only one as a racer has a supercharger of a type called a centrifugal. It looks more like a turbo, but it is attached to the crankshaft. This is a 4-cylinder supercharger, with a power of 200 horsepower and a torque of 105 Newton that comes out at 11,000 RPM. A real monster.
Well, you can hear it.
The number 11 revolutions per minute in the world of supercar engines we only see on Formula 1 cars lead to a terrifying acceleration of 2.6 for 100 speed, and a quarter mile in just 9.6 seconds. Let's go to the track version, the H2R. We will try to understand why this one almost doubled the price, from $32,000 to nearly $60,000. The most important point for sure is the performance part. This version will hear from me the strongest superbike numbers you can imagine, with a special modification from the company and with the increased boost of the supercharger and a weight reduction of 20 kilos. And what make it not street legal? The lights of the signals and the side mirrors are removed from their places and replaced by small wings, named winglets. And the front end is all made of carbon fiber. The titanium exhaust does not look very nice, to be honest, but its sound is brutal. The engine here is at its highest levels, model 2023. It outputs 326 horsepower at 12.5 RPM. We come to the most important part of the video, the attempt to break a world record with the H2R version of the tracks. This shot is the main reason that I made this video, a 2.5 minutes video, filmed in a fantastic way, something seriously cinematic. And this is what made it break the barrier of 50 million views on YouTube. The attempt was in Turkey. They closed the Osman Gazi Bridge. The bridge is approximately 3 kilometers long, one of the longest bridges in the world. And the Turkish president attended this run himself, to witness Kawasaki Ninja flying. All the equipment is there. Custom slick tires from Pirelli, racing fuel, a suit for the driver for aerodynamics. And the H2R start challenge of physics and air to reach a speed of 400 kilometers per hour. A fabulous number. Imagine accelerating from 0 to 400 in just 26 seconds. This video, I will give you a link below the video. Seriously, you must see that. You will like it. The fastest motorcycle in the world, you will love to see it running with everyone. Starting, for example, from the very powerful video. The drag of everything that is fast. Supercars, a Formula 1, a Tesla, a fighter jet, and on the line for sure the Kawasaki model. And wins in the end? This video was filmed in the techno-fast runway in Istanbul. I don't know. Turkey seems love this Kawasaki very. Run with impressive supercars and very heavy names. And most of them are also modified. For example, very strong running Matt Watson's Lamborghini Huracan, twin-turbo, 1100 horsepower. Head-to-head with the H2R track version, the modified Lambo Huracan won in a running. There's also a video, but a small one, of a run with the Bugatti Veyron model in an awesome red color, also with modified GTR 1300 horsepower. And the H2 has competitors from all the famous manufacturers. Each brand has a monster that has been raised in it for a very long time. Kawasaki Ninja head-to-head with 2 monsters from Europe. BMW S1000RR Bullet, and the king of the Italian sport bike, the Ducati company, with one of the most beautiful and fastest models you will see, the Panigale V4R, the only ones that produce engines in this way. If you hear a 4-cylinder V-shaped engine, you must think of the red Ducati with a power of 237 horsepower. Of course, the Honda in the pictures is the most powerful model of the CBR, the 1000RR Fireblade. This is a Honda missile. Yamaha has a model of the YZF blue and black that feels like a real Sonic character. There is definitely also the Hayabusa from Suzuki, a very violent version with a 1400 engine, and this is the cheapest one for the whole gang. And just like that, we were talking about a version that might be the most distinctive version of the superbike so far. Its design is more than beautiful, and its speed is great. And it's very high price, so it is the top of the pyramid in the world of motorbikes. Write your opinion in the comments about this ground missile, and tell me, did you see this model in reality once or not yet? See you next video.